Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. My name's Tom. I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and I'm a stay-at-home dad for my 6 children. My wife's a high school math teacher, and just on the other side of the new year, she's going to have to go back to school. We just had a baby, and so she's on maternity leave right now. Currently, it is 8:30 on Thursday night before Christmas. I've got a handful of sales things that need to get out of here. The handling time doesn't say they need to get out of here, but I don't want them stacking up on me coming up on Christmas pretty quick. Hey, before we get into the what solds, let's take a look at the Goodwill. Under the advisement of the most loyal viewer of the channel, Farsack Jack, I am spending a little more time at Goodwill because I don't go to Goodwill enough. So here we are at East Peoria because I had to go to Granger to pick up some boxes. So this is a Lucas brand backpack. I've never seen one before, but it seems high quality. So far, I'm not seeing anything that I absolutely have to have. Comp that book bag out in a minute, but there's really nothing in toys. And I was looking at coffee mugs and stuff too. Burnt by Dad, King of the Grill. That's funny. $5.14 for a cast iron, but the price fell off of it. It's completely unmarked. This looked interesting. This is some vintage troll puppets, maybe? $5. I've never seen puppet ones, and they are new with the tag. Here's a little Revere wear. $4.04 with the right lid, but it has the newer bottom, so it's probably not worth picking up. You guys know I love the small appliances. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a selfie. These used to do really well. I'll have to check sell-through on them. I haven't sold one in a while. I think I have one in my death pile. This probably is nothing because it's still in what looks like Amazon packaging. Oh, and here's another one, the exact same thing. And it's $4, and that one's $7. Hey, look, there's a third one for $5.14. Hopefully they are worth getting. Color me surprised. Making a thumbnail. This Express Ready Set Go is the new one. Is definitely worth getting, and I imagine probably the other ones used are too. So this one for $4 that has a couple of the trays is probably worth getting. I'm gonna look and see if there aren't more trays around here, but the $5 one that doesn't have any trays is not worth picking up. $24.99 La Presse Deluxe. I don't know what that is. So the La Presse would be like $40 plus shipping, so it's not worth picking up for $25. They are setting up for spring, which is good. I guess I'm glad I'm in here when they're starting. This feels a little more Valentine. Oh yeah, there were some things over there. These things were interesting. I think they're probably like a knockoff willow trees, but they're very cool looking. 21 original price from 2006. Oh, they want $10 for them, so then that kind of makes that decision easy for me. I'm probably not even gonna comp them. And this headless one is also $9. That's interesting. Not that they're hugely valuable, but it's not the kind of thing that you see anymore. And there are 4 listed. They're all brand new, and there are none sold. So it doesn't matter whether or not you see it. Nobody wants it. So these are $5 a piece. Wait, I didn't go back. I went back too far. Salmon River Pearl Snap 5X with the extra long tails. This one is 5X Pearl Snap. I wouldn't even consider them if they weren't huge. 3X Plainsman 5X 3X. That's not in focus. 3X. Rock Creek I've done well with, 5X. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think I'm gonna at least comp them. $5, that's pronounced cool. Extra large flannel. $5 is the North Face. I've got a couple of cheap North Faces. This shirt is kind of a Walking Dead AOP from 2012. I've never had any luck with Walking Dead shirts, but it's awful cool. I have no idea what this is, but it has eyeballs. It's fantastic. I wish it said Nickelodeon on it. It's got a dead battery. Let's look it up. There's 21 listed, only 12 sold, and this one's in pretty rough shape, and it might be 20 bucks. It is only $2, but I think I'm gonna skip it just because the sell-through rate's pretty low, and it's not in very good shape. If it was in top tier shape, if it was in the box at $2, but it just doesn't tick enough marks. So these would be 50 cents a piece. I'm a little confused by what I'm looking at, because you can see like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's one of those two with that 11. But there doesn't seem to be more than 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I haven't comped this yet. I just saw it. Oh my goodness, that was neat. I didn't see that coming. That's weird. Anyway, it's only $248 and it's media storage. So let's look at it. So there's 148 listed and only 50 sold. So it's like a 1/3 sell-through rate, and I'd have to sell it for $10, $12 plus shipping in order to get it to a price to a sell-through rate where it would sell quickly. So about 3 or 4 of these sell a day. There's almost 400 sold in the last 90 days, but they sell. The black ones sell far better than the white ones, but they still, like, there's 700 listed and 375 or something sold, and they sell for like maybe 15 bucks plus shipping. I mean, there are some that sell really, really high, but I'm not in the market to price it way up and see if it sells. So that did not work out for me. Okay, these look like Pirates of Dark Water, but then that looks like, that's like a new Disney movie thing. These are not Pirates of Dark Water. I don't know what they are. Let's find out. So that's a Captain Hook playset from Jake and the Neverland Pirates, and it's not really worth messing with. Here comes a new card, I think. So they're bringing out new cards, and I found this paint by numbers thing, and I'm going to comp it. I don't by any means believe to know that that's something. Oneida can be real expensive, and at $4, this dedicated Christmas set I think is probably pretty cool. It's definitely vintage too. I didn't see a date on it, but 100% that is vintage, 1987. And then this Uniden, I didn't look up yet, but at $330, I'm gonna look up the model number. But another guy that picked it up was kind enough to say, hey, make sure you look at the batteries because they're exploded. So that doesn't scare me off entirely, but it does mean that it's going to have to be worth quite a bit to be worth messing with. $4.99, LL Bean, new with tag, and just a cool fisherman's sweater. I 100% would not be buying that if it didn't have the tag on it. Also, it's not the kind of thing I would do super well with, but at $5 and a new with tag, I think it's worth getting. Picked up this North Face, but I don't know, yeah, it comes across better on camera. I was like, I don't know if you can see that, I can just barely see it, but I'm gonna take it over by the light and see if it, you can see the stains. Take it over by the windows. Yeah, that's really stained. I'm gonna put it back. It's only $5, but I just don't really feel like messing with it, and my North Face stuff hasn't been selling really well. I am shocked by this one. This is not worth getting. At $4.04, it has 33 listed, 17 sold, and there's a bunch available new in the box, and it may be 20 bucks. So the Uniden is like 2x sell-through rate, and it's should be like 30 or 40 bucks. And the paint by number is also a no-go. I suspect that it would have to be really good. And some of them are really good, but this just isn't a brand that does really, really well. So I'm not gonna check and make sure it's all there and make sure the paints aren't used and do all of that kind of work. Holy crap, look at this thing. Karen Hart, 70% wool, made in India. Could that be more granny core? It's missing a button. And it says Karen on it. It's $5. I'm gonna look. So these hot curlers are 65 sold, so they sell one every other day, or a little bit better than that. But there's 200 and something listed, and they are $4, and I could probably only get 20. So when you search vintage Pearl Snap 5XL, there's 5 listed and 4 sold, but they're not much for, these are not much for patterns. They're, you know, just kind of stripy, plain red, which would probably do better. It's like a muted dark maroon or something. This one's just as plain gray as it can be, and then some like 80s looking stripes. And if they were more Southwestern flare or brighter colors, I probably would pick them up. I think I'm gonna leave them. So from the beginning of the video, there was a black book bag hard pass, and all those troll puppets were also a pass. Let me look over here real quick. Orders, all hors d'oeuvres. This thing right here sold. It's a button-up shirt. I may have actually gotten this for free from a friend of mine who was cleaning out her husband's closet against his will and better judgment. But he wasn't getting to keep the shirts, so they gave them to me to sell because they are close friends of the family and wanted to help us out. You know, rather than helping out Goodwill, they'll help out somebody else, and that's fantastic. Oh, I knew there was something that I left inside. Anyway, I went to McDonald's the other day, and I spent $11 on a Big Mac value meal, and it came with a Chicken McNugget toy. And I did that strategically. I mean, I needed to get some lunch, but I knew that the toy would sell to cover the cost of my meal, and it did in a day and a half. So I got it's a blind bag thing. They say they give you a box and you open it up, and there's a chase that's a golden nugget that's right now sells. I hesitant to say it's worth $100. Right now it is selling for $100. But I got the icy guy whose name is Brick, BRR, like Burr, and then he's frozen, and then he's Brick Tamlin. I love lamp. Anyhow, it sold for $15.90 free shipping, and so those are popular. I don't often get into that kind of silliness, but I needed to go through a drive-through because it was like 2:30. I had to go get the kids from school, and I had eaten nothing. And I'm like, I need to get something in my system, or I'm gonna get low blood sugar, and it's gonna be not fun. So I thought, oh hey, I could go pay for my lunch as retail as restaurant arbitrage. This sold. I picked these up for $2 or $3. It's a cassette. It's cassette storage. Normally they're oriented the other way, which is weird, but that one holds a few more tapes. I think that one holds 40 tapes. I picked those up for like $2 or $3. They normally cost me, well, I can look it up. They normally cost me like 10 to ship. So let's look. This one I paid $8.75 for the shipping label. After fees and everything, I made $12.52. I picked it up for $2. So that is fantastic. It's they're easy and they sell so stinking fast. This guy. Maybe I'll fight Apollo, maybe I won't. What do you say? Adrian! That's actually a Ninja Turtles reference more than it is a Rocky reference. Look at the sculpt on this dude, though. That looks like Sylvester Stallone quite a bit, considering that it's this teeny little plastic toy. Anyway, paid $10 a piece for this guy and Burt Reynolds, and Burt Reynolds sold for $29 and he sold for $24.80. This is a, dang it, did I forget that? I'm losing it, folks. Hold on a minute. Okay, so this is the box you get the Happy Meal in, and then this is the box that the Chicken Nugget McNugget buddies come in. And I got this dude, and it comes taped up, so it's supposed to be a blind bag thing. You know, there's probably some nefariousness going on. It comes with a trading card, and then the guy comes wrapped in paper, and I'll put a shot up of him. I don't need to take him out again. I wish now that it's sold that I hadn't included this box. As a collector, as a person who would be wanting these, I would definitely want to get a box or two and then have that displayed however you're going to choose to display these, or just have like two boxes or one box and you put them all in the box. So as a collector, I'm like, dude, I need to list the box too. As a shipper, I'm like, that was a really poor idea, because this is either going to get damaged in shipping or cost a fortune to ship by comparison of the $16 free shipping that the item went for. These shoes, Michael Jordan shoes that I paid $4 for, sold for $30 plus shipping, buyers all in at $39.93, and they were listed for 2 or 3 days. I find at garage sales especially, baby Jordans tend to be cheap, and they sell there. I mean, they don't sell for adult Jordan prices, but they do sell, and they sell for real good money considering they're children's shoes. So this is He-Man. Came from the, it's not He-Man, it's a Battle Ram Masters of the Universe vehicle. Has all the stickers on it, which makes it worth selling, because if it was missing stickers, it wouldn't even be worth listing. But it has every sticker on it, which makes it worth somebody's time to collect the parts for. Not worth a lot, $19 free shipping. I could have held out and got a little bit more, but that's not me. So $19 free shipping is to sell it pretty quick. Probably $25 or $30 it would have sold in 6 weeks. Don't buy this. Don't list this. Nirvana, smiley face, 2020 reprint. I mean, if you find a single stitch one, it's probably worth your time. But the reprints, this particular shirt is reprinted more than any other shirt, and they're legitimate reprints, but they're not worth much. Sold for $10.45 free shipping. This, I liked the way that I put this in. I found this at Goodwill for $2.84, and it appears that Mr. Todd Light has defaced this with a marker, but I don't know for sure because I wasn't there. So I put in the listing that it has marker on it. Whether that marker adds or detracts value to you is up to you. It doesn't have a certificate of authenticity. Those helmets sell okay. So if you find them and they're cheap, pick them up. I've sold a Bears one, a Rams one, and a Notre Dame Fighting Irish one in the last little bit. These two, we listed a gray one and these two at the same time. These two sold to the same buyer for $13.99 free shipping per each, but they're going to the same buyer. So when you combine listings, when you combine shipping, you make more money. I'm not going to steal directly from Drew, Tip of the Mitt Flips, but those of you who watch Drew at Tip of the Mitt Flips are hearing it in your head right now. But This is what the orange zapper looks like. It doesn't work on on your TV in your living room. It only works on a CRT TV. I mean, there's an outside chance you have a CRT TV in your living room, but it's not the one you're watching every day. It's because you're a retro gamer. So those, and you know that that doesn't work on a flat screen TV, and that's why you have a CRT. Anyway, Nintendo zappers are not worth much, but they do sell if you price them low. So at $14, I sold both of those to the same guy. And so it'll be much more lucrative since I can ship just one. I went into a thrift store, 2 years ago, and picked up, they had like 8 Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, 2X and 3X t-shirts. And then I put them in a box and I forgot about that box. And then I promised people I would run them on Whatnot, so I didn't list them on eBay. And then I didn't list anything else on Whatnot ever. And then I moved. And now I've been here for a year and a half, and those got listed the other day. And that one sold for $10 plus shipping. It's just Margaritaville on the front. And we are the people our parents warned us about on the back. Kyle Kinane has the funniest joke about Margaritaville. He's like, Margaritaville is the saddest song there ever was. It's the saddest song ever written because when Jimmy Buffett wrote it, it was a great song, and Margaritaville was some far-slung island where tropical paradise. But now Margaritaville is next to Applebee's in the mall parking lot. And so you busted your flip-flop and you're looking for a salt shaker in a restaurant at a mall parking lot. He tells it so much better than I do. Kyle Kinane is just unbelievably funny. Paid $15 for this, which is what I like to call overpaying. But camel stuff is Joe Cool, man. And so some of it is actually valuable. This is a Tyvek jacket. I think it is it actually by the Tyvek company? No. I put Tyvek jacket in the listing, show enough, but and it doesn't say Tyvek by DuPont, so that's weird. Oh yeah, it does. Tyvek by DuPont. And so Tyvek jackets don't do well. I've had a handful of them. They're really bright and colorful and they're cool, but nobody wants to wear Tyvek. So anyway, this sold for $24.99. If I had picked that up for $1 or $2, I would have listed it for $17 and it would have sold, and that would have been great, but I paid too much for it, so I let it sit listed for a year and kept thinking I should just liquidate this thing because I overpaid for it. I need to divorce myself from what I paid in order to make the money back and not let it sit as stale inventory. That's it. That's all that sold. All right. Well, pretty good day. Had some sales. Found some pretty decent stuff. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, following, clicking the bell, all the things that you do. We'll see you on the next one.